Welcome to Networking Arizona with host Carol Blonder. You'll hear interviews with businesses located throughout the valley. Networking, it makes a difference.
If I traded it all.
Welcome to the show, everyone. We're going to have so much fun. This is going to be really, really cool. So everyone, listen up. We're live on Facebook, so I do want to say hi to everybody out there. Like us and follow us. We're going to share the show later on. I have with me Shaman Daniel BAUMAN, and he is also a Reiki master. I want you to kind of tell everybody a little bit about you, but today you said you wanted to talk about Reiki and pets. Listen up, because this is going to be really cool. First of all, I want to talk about you.
Okay.
You know, you're a shaman, which right there just makes this so cool.
Well, Carol, I got to Arizona in the early 90s. Being here was not my idea. I just kind of wound up here. And
so does everybody, you know.
Right. And I realized that this is where God wanted me to be, where Spirit wanted me to be. So when I made the decision to stay, that's when the magic happened. That's when I met my spiritual teacher, Melody Adams, Touch Hearts woman. She is a Native American medicine woman. She's a shaman. And for the next 2 years, we spent a lot of time together working on my stuff. The shaman role in traditional cultures, they wear 3 hats. They are the spiritual leaders for the communities. They are the healers for the communities, but also they act as day-to-day counselors. And Melody was my therapist. And we spent a lot of time together for those 2 years and working on my stuff, like I said, but that I believe that was all we were doing. It wasn't until she left. She had to move away. People up north needed her help. And our last meeting, she said to me, "Now you are the teacher." So the whole time I was studying as her apprentice as well. So now I share with people what she shared with me. But during our time together, she introduced me to many fascinating people in our healing community here in Arizona. I met everything from white witches to crystal healers to Christian prayer warriors, Buddhist monks, everything in between. But I kept hearing about this Japanese hands-on healing modality, this healing technique called Reiki. And the idea of healing with energy that comes out of my hands just blew me away, the fact that I might be able to do it. So once she moved away, I made it a point to find my next teacher, who is Reiki Master Teacher Suzanne Smith. So in 1991, I was initiated into Native American Shamanic medicine, and in 1994, I was initiated into Reiki practice. And I've been helping people with the gift of healing ever since.
His business is called White Wolf Black Bear Integrative Healing.
Yes.
And, you know, this is really cool because I remember we had talked in December, and today we're going to talk a little bit about pets.
Yes.
And I had called you, and I had said I had to put I was telling you how I had to put my dog down.
Right.
And we were talking, and you said, gosh, you know, if I only knew.
Yeah.
Because I can help. I can do that. And you did a little bit, and I want you to tell everybody a little bit about how that works, because that's pretty interesting.
Well, you know, we missed each other. Carol sent me a text that we couldn't talk that day because she was taking her little buddy to the vet. So what I did was I sat down and I sent her sick dog a long-distance Reiki treatment. And the next day, Carol said, "I didn't know you could do that." And it's the same with people, with pets, with places, with plants. It's the same energy, healing and helping out. And, you know, our vets, they're wonderful people, but they can only do so much for our 4-legged family members. And let me give you an example of what I mean. I have these 2 clients, Sarah and Kevin. And Sarah used to come regularly for shamanic healing sessions until they moved to Charlotte. But after this one session one morning, she started talking about her dog, Felix, who is a Boston Terrier. If you know anything about that breed, they're very rambunctious dogs. And but he'd been moping around for 3 days. He was just laying around. He wasn't eating. And she was going to take him to the vet the next day. I said, how about I come over and take a look, give him a Reiki treatment, and see what's going on. So that's what I did. And I got him on my lap. I started giving him a Reiki treatment. And what's different with pets, with a Reiki treatment, they'll let you know when it's done because they'll just get up and walk away. Doesn't matter if it's a dog, a cat, a horse, they just walk away. And Felix did. But when we were connected, Carol, I asked him, I said, "What's going on with you, Felix?" And he told me he was sad. He was depressed. So I shared that with Sarah afterwards. And she thought about it for a moment and goes, "Come to think of it, Kevin and I have been so busy with our new jobs, we haven't taken him to the dog park in over 2 weeks." So that's what they did that evening. And afterwards, he was right as rain.
Isn't that amazing? But he talked to you.
Yes, he talked to me. And like with people, with Felix, there was an emotional issue that triggered his physical distress. And our vets, if they had gone to the vet, what are they going to do? They're listen to his heart, breathing, takes x-rays, blood work. By then you're up to $1,000, and they still wouldn't have been able to diagnose.
Right, and a lot of times when they don't know what to do, and I think they don't know, and so they'll say, I think it's time.
Yes.
Right? Oh, that's the worst.
That is the worst. And it's not time. Once again, the pet will let you know when it's time.
Yeah. Well, sometimes it's really a good idea to have somebody that when we talk about a shaman, okay, for people who may not understand what that really is and how you can really, my gosh, sometimes as you're sitting here, I'm wondering if you're reading my mind as we're sitting here, or that you could feel my energy.
Oh, absolutely.
I know you can. It
very
makes me
sensitive
nervous.
energy. Very sensitive energies. And, we're very empathetic, empathic. Healing. And, if you're a good psychic, you can read a person, you can read a pet, you can read a place, you can read a plant, anything, because we're all connected. That's the illusion of the 3D universe, the separateness. That is an illusion. In actuality, everything is connected to everything else. We are all connected. So that's how I can read a person or a pet, because we are connected. I know that. That's my truth.
We have talked about Reiki and how it is accepted, because the world for a long time was either black or white.
Yes.
Right? And now it's quite different.
Yeah.
And you actually do work in hospitals now, and I want you to talk a little bit about that, because even as you're listening to this, maybe it's for you, maybe it's someone that you know, maybe it's for your pet.
Yep.
Right?
Absolutely.
I want to talk about that and what you do in the hospitals right now and how accepting they are to what you do.
Okay. Well, Reiki is not a woo-woo thing. And the way the process works, friends, is the energy will move through the body of the practitioner, out his or her hands, then into the body of the patient or client or pet. Okay, now when the energy enters the body, it reacts with the part of the nervous system that regulates our involuntary bodily functions. It's called the autonomic nervous system. Autonomic nervous system has two branches, two modes. First is the sympathetic nervous system, which is also known as the fight or flight stress mode. The second is the parasympathetic nervous system, also known as the rest and digest healing mode. When the energy enters our body, friends, it clicks in the parasympathetic healing mode dominance. And this is what we want, because that's when our body self-healing mechanisms are working optimally. It makes your body work better. And it is not an alternative therapy. It is a complementary therapy. That's different.
I like that.
That's different. A complementary therapy, there are no adverse reactions. And whatever your medical protocol is, treatment, it's going to make it work better because your body is working more efficiently.
Right.
And it is not a woo-woo thing. There's science behind it.
If the hospitals are having you coming in and doing it, it's amazing. We're going to go to a break. When we come back, we're going to talk further. When you work with him, you're going to understand how cool it really is. And
in the hospital.
When you talk with people, you do consultation with them. His phone number is 602-400-9103. His website is whitewolfblackbear.com. And the best thing to do, especially if you're dealing with your pets, have them do something like this for him, because it could really help, and it might save you money and his life, or its life. 602-400-9103. Hang tight. We're going to be back in just a minute.
See you soon.
Knowing every client is different, Anna von Strassenberg, CPA, PLLC, prides herself by offering ethical, accurate, and professional guidance when it comes to accounting, tax, and consulting services like tax return preparation, tax projections, proactive tax planning, IRS representation, QuickBooks, Pro Advisors, and more. For more information or to schedule a free consultation, call 480-964-4030. That's 480-964-4030. Services available year-round. ArizonaCPAs.com.
Do you have a parent, grandparent, or loved one who needs some extra help? Senior Helpers has spent 16 years helping seniors continue to live at home as they age. Do you have a loved one needing help with grocery shopping, meal preparation, or even help taking a shower? Call Senior Helpers today at 480-621-6672. We specialize in helping seniors with Alzheimer's and dementia, Parkinson's disease, and other chronic illnesses to stay at home. You can find us online at seniorhelpers.com or at 480-621-6672.
For centuries, the use of medicinal leeches remains an integral part of treating disease and illnesses. Leeches are on the cusp for known health benefits, and they are constantly finding new discoveries based on thorough research about the positive effects of the substances medicinal leeches introduce into the body. Using only the highest quality medicinal leeches, Arizona Leech Therapy is here to help you find a natural, drug-free solution for your medical solutions. Learn more at ArizonaLeechTherapy.com or call 480-621-6041.
Tired of paying high hourly fees when you need a plumber? With Cobra Plumbing, you get the same great service as the other guys, but you pay by the job, not the hour. So if you have a residential plumbing issue, don't wait. Call Cobra Plumbing today. Plus, our work is guaranteed. So call us today for your free estimate. Call 602-663-8432. That's 602-663-8432. To see a list of our complete service offerings, go to cobraplumbing.net.
Hi, this is Darcy Bergen with Bergen Financial Group. Did you know that interest rates are the highest they've been in 2 decades? Maybe you should relook at your retirement portfolio and add fixed rates and lock them in as long as you can. Back in 1984, we sure wish we would have locked in CDs at 10%. Also, if you're close to retirement and you'd like a retirement guide or my new book, go to retirewithdarcy.com or give me a call at 480-430-2337.
Do you ever play the lottery? If so, you can definitely increase your odds of winning by playing through a lottery pool. The ticket costs are shared, so you pay only pennies per ticket, yet you can still win millions. This unique service is offered by PowerPick, which has an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. Check out this amazing deal. You can share in 105 tickets in Powerball, Pick, and Mega Millions for only $4.75. Go to easypooling.com, spelled E, the letter Z, then pooling.com. That's easypooling.com.
If I traded it all.
So welcome back, everyone. We're talking with Shaman Daniel BAUMAN, and he is a Reiki master. He's also so cool. I just love
Thank
him.
you.
Absolutely. I love also when you bring all your toys in here
All the
and what
stuff
you
in,
do.
yeah.
I love that for everybody. You know, you can actually go onto YouTube. Why don't you tell them about your YouTube?
Okay, I have a YouTube channel called White Wolf Black Bear. And on it, I have my videos that I've recorded, but also there's links to all the shows I did with Carol.
Yay.
And there's quite a few.
Yeah.
I always have a good time.
And I love the last one because I gave you a gift and you mentioned me, and that was so nice of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But you check them out because it's so, so, so cool. And all the stuff they can do to heal you, or even somebody, maybe if it's your pet. We were talking at the break that you've even helped a chicken.
Yep. And you know, I'm here. I'm here to get the word out because, Carol, I want people to know that they have choices when it comes to their health and health care. And after COVID, one of the many things we learned is that our healthcare system is not what we would like it to be. And I think people are searching now outside their PPOs and their HMOs and looking for something more because there are options out there.
Right. And what you say is what you do is a complement to what you're doing already. It's not something that takes it away or anything like that. It actually makes your whatever you're dealing with even better.
It makes it work better. And see, this is the way it should be. People should have access to the latest advances of modern medicine. Plus, people should know about and have access to the scientifically proven complementary and alternative therapies, some that have been with us for thousands of years.
Absolutely. We've got our lines open here because we decided that we're going to do a giveaway.
Yay.
And everyone can call throughout the rest of the show. This is it's a Reiki treatment for your pet.
And psychic reading.
And a psychic reading. It comes with a psychic reading. And so we're going to leave our lines open here for everyone to call throughout the rest of the show for you to be able to enter in to get a psychic reading Reiki treatment for your pet. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what kind of, except a hog. But but whatever.
No, it doesn't matter. And see, what's important about the psychic reading part, when our pets are sick, they can't talk to us. They can't tell us what's wrong. So if you have a qualified psychic there that can communicate with your pet, they can tell you what's wrong.
That number here to call is 602-277-5369, and toll free it's 1-866-536-1100. And I'm going to call throughout the rest of the show. It's Valentine's Day. By the way,
Yay.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Thank you.
Give the love of health and goodness to your pet right now. We're talking about your pets.
Sure.
Your pets are family members, and
Absolutely.
and it would be so cool. And again, it's a treatment, a Reiki treatment, but it also comes along with that psychic reading. Again, 602-277-5369.
Got it. In case something is up with your pet, the psychic reading is paramount.
It is. Well, how else can you? You said they don't talk.
Right. They can't talk to us. They can communicate somewhat, but they can't talk to us. So when you have somebody there that can communicate effectively with your pet, it can make all the difference.
So let's talk about a story. Okay, another story of what you've done, whether it's the chicken or whoever you want to do.
With pets? Well, I just did a new video. I have a client, Susan, and she was having dreams about an orange cat for months.
Listen to this. This is cool.
I just did a video about it. And so what happened about a month ago, she was out walking her dog late one cold, rainy night, and in the middle of the street, in front of a stopped car with the headlights on, was this cat. So she walked up to the cat, thinking it would run away, but instead it followed her home. And when she got it inside, she noticed it was an orange cat.
Wow.
And so I came over the next day, because the cat was pretty beat up, give him a Reiki treatment and see what his story was. His name is Oscar, and they are part of the same soul family. He was communicating with Susan in her dreams, saying, "Come find me, come help me." He was in a very abusive situation. He ran away about 2 weeks before, and he set that whole thing up. He knew where she was going to be, when she was going to be there, and he made that happen. And now they're one big happy family.
Isn't that interesting? And listen up. These things, when they happen, it's the craziest thing, but it's true.
It's true.
It is true.
And he wasn't sick, which was good. She took him to the vet the next day, but he wasn't sick. He didn't have any bugs or any worms or anything.
So
he
also
was just traumatized.
Talk about people, maybe somebody that was sick, an animal that was sick that needed you to find out, that you could help them heal.
Sure. Another client, she had an elderly cat. And this cat, the digestive system was not working properly. So she took her to the vet a couple times, the emergency vet, gave her some medicine, things started moving, but she hadn't used the litter box in over a week. And, the vet is expensive enough. The emergency vet is terrible. So I went over and I gave this cat a Reiki treatment, and I talked to her. And things were blocked up, but she was tired. They had been together for 18 years, and she didn't want to leave. She didn't want to leave her person alone. So she was sticking around despite the distress, despite the suffering. And I told my client, I said, "You're going to have to tell her, give her permission to go." Because that's what she was waiting for. But the next morning, I got a text. There was a couple presents in the litter box for her, and things started moving again.
You know what? You can check him out on his website. It is whitewolfblackbear.com. You can also call him. His phone number is 602-400-9103. Right now, we are offering for everyone to get entered in to win. It's a Reiki treatment with a psychic reading that is for your animal.
For your pet.
And your pet. On our number here, and I'm going to let everyone call throughout the rest of the show, is 602-277-5369. Now, Reiki, I know we're talking pets, but it's for people.
Oh, absolutely, it's for people. We started working on people with the Reiki energy medicine. It's a type of energy medicine. Like I said prior, it's not a woo-woo thing. There's science backing up. It works. It works. It's effective. Heck, we're doing it in hospitals.
It's amazing. And
Reiki in hospitals is not a new thing, but it's getting the medical community on board. And when we first started working out at Banner, when we're in a room with a patient, a doctor or nurse would come in and they'd be like, "Wrap it up. The adults are here." But now They're, okay, how long are you going to be? I'll be back in 10 minutes.
You know what I love is that people are more receptive.
Yes.
And I'm not sure if it's just in a lot of people will say COVID this, COVID that. I think it's just that people have gotten tired of being sick and tired of being sick and tired.
Absolutely.
Right? And they know that they'll go to the doctor and they'll write a prescription real easy. Mm-hmm. And, you might be on a lot of different drugs and you still don't feel well.
Right.
And think people are reaching, please help me. Help my animals. I mean, I know if I only knew. Mm-hmm. Because you know how distraught I really was.
Oh my goodness!
Yes. And everybody
losing a pet can be worse than losing a person.
Yes, we did talk about that. Yeah,
it can be.
But you help humans as well, and I love what you do because you can help people that you said that could be stuck.
Yeah.
All sorts of
our
reasons
fears,
that they come to you.
Our belief systems can keep us stuck, keep us, not moving forward. But also, it's a time for people to take responsibility for their health because our environment is poisoned. It really is. The air, the water, the food. And you have to be very mindful of what you put in your body now. Right. Read those labels. I had a client, she came through my house and she threw away about every cleaning product and laundry detergent I had because each one had a poison in it. And one individually is not going to hurt you, but you put them all together, even bathroom tissue, like toilet paper. Like I buy bamboo now because it doesn't have anything toxic in it.
Listen, that's pretty cool. Bamboo. I didn't even know they had it.
Right. And it's a time you have to take responsibility for your health.
Well, we do. Yeah. Absolutely. And you have to have an open mind. It's also very important, especially when you're talking to a shaman.
Sure.
And you've been doing this since how long?
Since the early 90s.
And I want you to quickly tell everybody what a wonderful year. We got 2 minutes. And let me just say this. We are going to keep our lines open here for everyone to get entered into win. It's a Reiki treatment that comes along with a psychic reading for your pet, any kind of pet. Our number here is 602-277-5369. What kind of year are we having?
It's going to be an incredible year. It's a big year for change for people. Now, change can be scary, but it's along with the great awakening that's happening. People are ending 30-year careers and going and doing what doing their dream job, and people are ending 20-30-year relationships and getting into more healthy situations. Now, I'm in this transition too, and it is scary. It is scary when you've been doing what you know, and then you're doing this other thing. I'm going to be doing the same thing, but from a different perspective. And it is scary to let go of what we know, what is familiar.
Right.
And leap off the cliff.
Because when you first came on, before you came on, I was talking about how I know so many people who are going through either they had to put their cat down or dog or pet. Also, people have lost them. They've ran away. Relationships that have just from 1 second to the next bad. And I said, and you said it's going to be a good year. What did you say?
It's a good thing. It's a good thing because we're becoming more in alignment with our highest good as an individual, as a people, as a planet.
Well, you know what? I love Daniel. He's awesome, and you will too. And it's what's wonderful about it is that there's some questions that you might have. He can help you find those answers. And go ahead. What's your final words?
A lot of people suffer in silence because especially when you get on your spiritual path, things happen to you that don't happen to most people.
We've got our lines open here, and he right now today is giving away. It's a Reiki treatment that comes along with a psychic reading for your pet. Our number here is 602-277-5369. It's whitewolfblackbear.com.
See you next time.